Hello and welcome back to day 8 of my January declutter challenge. Now, up until this point, I have basically themed each day, and it's all been kind of the same category of things. So, like, there was shoes, there was hair care, there was makeup, there was kind of more miscellaneous-y kind of beauty stuff. And today's video is inevitably going to be my clothing. Now, I knew at some point there would be a declutter of clothing, and I wasn't sure how long to kind of leave it before doing it. I didn't want to kind of get to day 16 and have a sudden amount of pressure that I had to declutter 16 things. So I was like, no, we'll kind of keep it early on, but make it a bit of a challenge at the same time, because it is a challenge at the end of the day, and I am challenging myself every day to declutter X amount of items. So today we are decluttering 8 items of clothing. It doesn't necessarily just mean kind of things that are hung up here. I have kind of clothing in various kind of places in my bedroom, so I'm not necessarily going to Marie Kondo this. How I would normally do like a clothing declutter and a general kind of specific area declutter is to do the Marie Kondo method and kind of gather everything from that category into one place and declutter the items from there. But this time I am just going to kind of go from the areas. So I'm going to stand here and declutter straight from the wardrobe, straight from the horse's mouth, because I don't need to pull the whole thing out, and obviously my aim is to declutter 8 items, so it's not like a really ruthless declutter, which I feel like I do fairly frequently when it comes to clothing at least. So we are going to just jump straight in, as I say, with the kind of wardrobe section first, and then I have a kind of box and basket of stuff just below, and I have a drawer over there, and if it really comes to it, I've got a suitcase of stuff under the bed. But I did do that when I did my like seasonal like wardrobe switchover, which I'll link down below if you haven't seen it. I kind of decluttered all of my more summery stuff, which is the stuff that is under the bed, so hopefully it won't come to that. But anyways, I'm going to jump straight to the backwards hangers, because I try and use that method when I kind of do a bit of a switchover or a declutter. I put everything back in the wrong way. So I'm going to go to those few items first and kind of see whether they are things that, obviously I haven't worn them, but if they are things that I potentially would still, you know, wear in a couple of months' time, say. So I'm going to get those few things out first, and then we will go from there. So in itself, there is 3, 4, 5, there is 6 items that were put on the wrong way in, I can't even remember when I did my switchover, September, October time. So yeah, I feel like that's a decent length of time. Obviously we're halfway through, well, not halfway through, but like we're partway into January now. So that's a decent length of time to kind of assess where I'm at with some of these things. Now, I can say straight off the bat that I do want to keep, oh, that's falling off. I do want to keep this bodysuit. I just don't have something to wear it with at the moment. Normally I would kind of wear this with some black skinny jeans. I just don't have any black skinny jeans at the moment. That's the only reason I haven't worn it. But I did really like it when I wore it previously. So that is going to go back in. But everything else, I'm a bit torn on. I've got this one that's hanging off the hanger. Another bodysuit, which I've never worn. I detagged this after years of it being kind of floating in my existence, in my wardrobe's existence. It's kind of just floated around and never been worn. I shoved it on Vinted, nothing happened, so I de-tagged it and thought, do you know what, I'm going to wear it. That's a lie, I have worn it once. I wore it for Christmas 2023. So yeah, technically I have worn it once. And again, I probably would wear it again, I just don't really know how to. But I feel like this might stay, because maybe with like some kind of satin type midi skirt it might look quite cute. I don't know, it's a like kind of off the shouldery bodysuit, but I do quite like that and I would like to try and wear it again if I can. I can't even remember what I wore it with last, when I wore it for that Christmas time. I don't know if I just wore it with black jeans then, I might have done. So let's actually declutter some things, shall we? So I think I'm gonna get rid of the plain white tee, because when I put this back into my wardrobe, I hadn't worn it for a while purely because it is really see-through. I don't know if you'll be able to see the coat hanger behind there, but that is the only reason I don't really gravitate towards it. So I am just going to get rid of that. And I'm also getting rid of this, again, brand new with tags. This is a Stradivarius like top. It's really, really nice, super, super soft material. And it's got this really nice kind of lacy detailed cap sleeve, but it's just an awkward length. Even on me, I am an awkward length, especially in the torso. It's just a bit bizarre, and it's got a v-neck, and I just don't really know how to wear it. So again, that is just something that's just kind of floated about. So I'm just going to get rid. This one, I don't know. I do really like this top, but not for this time of year. Again, it is quite cropped, so I think even with high-waisted jeans, it's potentially a bit too cropped. But I think I wore it with like a bodycon skirt previously, and it looked really nice because obviously I could wear that quite high-waisted and it didn't really matter, like my tummy wasn't going to be hanging out. And I do think this is quite cute, but probably more for the summer months. But I am going to keep that, but I am going to put it back in the same way, in backwards. And then the last one that was backwards is this check shirt. Now, I think I am going to keep this. I do like a check shirt at this time of year, just with leggings and a vest top underneath. I have got a few others I probably prefer the print of. I'm not as keen on this, and this one doesn't go as long in the back, but I do still quite like it. I don't know, answers on a postcard. Do I just look like some kind of wannabe hipster? Not necessarily with this top underneath, but yeah, I don't know. I'm still torn on that, but that's the whole kind of idea of this declutter challenge. The way that I'm kind of doing this declutter is to kind of challenge myself and challenge my like previous thoughts on things. So things that maybe I thought of decluttering before and hadn't, and that have just kind of stayed there, like that Stradivarius top. I don't know about you. If I need an extra item at the end, maybe she's gonna go. So we'll leave her there for now. I'm gonna just quickly run through the rest of these things to make sure there's nothing else that's kind of like standout obvious gonna get rid of. There was another item that was backwards that I didn't notice, that again, I'm like, oh, I just don't know. With something high-waisted, it would probably be okay. I just feel like I don't have the appropriate other half for it. That's why I was always a dress kind of gal, because it was just like, I just put it on and it's done. Like in the winter, I put it with tights and it's done. I don't have to think about things, which is why I quite like shirts and leggings, as opposed to tops and things, because I just find it really hard to style them. I'm going to keep that for now. Okay, so I found two other things to declutter. Just a long sleeve tee. this again just makes me feel kind of crap. It's just super baggy. Although it is comfortable, it's just gotta go. It's just gotta go. Likewise with this, but for the completely opposite reason, is that it's a bodycon mini dress. I'm never gonna wear that. So yeah, I think the last time I wore this was actually in Tenerife. When was that? In 2029. Pre-children. So yes, that's probably why it hasn't been worn ever since. So we are at 1, 2, 3, 4. We're halfway through, gang. We are halfway through. Let's get down. Let's get down to business to defeat my clothes. Right. Now, if you can name the Disney movie where that song came from, then well done. Just well done. You're not going to get anything, sorry, but well done. Now, I have something that I didn't hang back up because I thought that it might be included in a declutter at some point. Now again, similar to the last thing, it's just a bodycon dress. Beautiful, beautiful colour. Not so beautiful material. It like bobbled after the first wash. And like I say, it's just kind of impractical for my current stage of life. So that is going, that needs to be hung up. I'm also, I think, going to get rid of this stunning scarf. I call this like my Harry Potter scarf. It's giving me like proper Harry Potter vibes with the colours. But in all honesty, I just don't use it. I own 2 scarves. I use the other one all of the time. So this one is going to go. I just feel like it's just not me. So that is going. So where are we at? 6. 6. Right, 2 more to go. And I think this may also be another item, much like the long sleeve top. It's comfy, but it just looks a bit meh. I don't know. I don't really own many jumpers, but at the same time, it's such a kind of bizarre knit that it's not really a jumper. It's going, it's number 7. Number 7, please come down. Wait, you already are. And then I'm going to quickly look in this box of stuff. I don't think, no, do you know what? This is number 8. This is number 8. It's just a gym top. Again, nothing really wrong with it other than the material is a bit annoying. It's that kind of material that if you wear jewellery, you catch it all of the time. The amount of like little pulls and stuff I've made in this top over the years is just, yeah. So I am just gonna ditch this purely because I don't really work out, and when I do, I don't want to stand out like a freaking traffic cone. So that is my number 8. Feeling good. Almost feel like I want to do a bit more, but I'm not going to push my luck because there might be days, like I say, a bit later on where I need the extra item. So I'm going to just have it in the back of my mind that there is potentially the odd clothing item that I can come back to later on in the series. So that concludes day 8. We've got 8 more items added to the declutter pile. I'm feeling, I know I said it in the previous videos, but I'm really feeling the motivation in this challenge. It's not like something I've ever done before. I'm quite the avid declutterer. I really do enjoy decluttering. But I feel like this is just kind of, like I say, it's just that motivation every day to declutter X amount of items. Some people might find that too much, but I'm really enjoying it, really enjoying it. I had a friend of mine message me the other day and she was like, I really hope you make it to the end. I'm really enjoying this. So I really hope I make it to the end too. Let me know down below if you are following along, whether you're doing it with me or just just, I don't know, let me know. Let me know what you're getting out of this. Are you just enjoying watching me purge? Are you, like I say, finding it motivation for yourself to get your together? Or are you just, I don't know, you're just coming along to give me a virtual pat on the back? Either which way, I really appreciate you being here. I just wanted to ask as well, purely because in the last couple of videos, I have started to use a new microphone, and which you may notice just here. And I just wanted to ask if anybody's got any kind of feedback on the audio on these videos. I had a comment a couple of days ago saying it sounded a bit quiet, so I'd really like your feedback just so I can kind of tweak things if I need to. I haven't changed anything for now, just in case, like, it's okay. But yeah, please do let me know down below, and please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already to come along, like I say, this month-long crazy declutter journey with me, and I will see you all very soon. Bye guys!